Jesse and I did have a little bit of a break. So we were in North Carolina for almost 2 weeks, seeing everybody. And the good news is that everyone's close together. So, and I stay in the same place. So it's like when you guys go back, you have to go to all these different places. So we don't have to do that.
North Carolina.
But we were there, like I said, almost 2 weeks. And then right after Christmas, Jesse and I decided, well, we had already decided this. We're gonna go get a little time away. We're gonna go to Asheville.
Leave the kids with
which is like
relatives?
Nashville without an N. And it's the place that if you live in Los Angeles and you say you're from North Carolina, they're like, Asheville? Like it's like the only thing that people know about North Carolina in LA is Asheville.
Cool spot.
It's because it's super cool, but
Mountains.
No, you don't know anybody who lives there, but it's a cool place to go. Went that Grove Park Inn, that big old historic hotel with a giant spa. I got my massage on, etc.
You stayed there.
Yeah, and
brilliant plan. You left the kids with like.
I don't even know. Listen, I lost track. I'm not kidding. I lost track of my children, both of them.
But they were in
multiple days.
They were under care of relatives.
I assume so.
Okay, well, how was Asheville?
And I'm not joking about this, especially the 15-year-old. Like at one point, I saw him, and then like 6 days later, I saw him again. Okay. I was like, "Are you brushing your teeth? Like I just, are you taking care of yourself? Who's feeding you?"
I can guarantee you he looks better than you do. I mean, you look like you rolled off a... Man, look at that, your hair, man. When you went home, did everybody have to give an assessment?
Interestingly, no. I think they just are a little worried.
Everybody just kind of no longer made eye contact?
Yeah, they're just a little worried and won't mention it.
Yeah, I mean, even when I saw it yesterday, I was like, took my breath away.
I've lost, well, thanks, Link. I've lost a little control. It actually has become, it was a burden. I will say, I don't want to talk about my hair at all, really, but the only thing I'll say is that it has become a burden.
You fit in Asheville.
We have gotten to burden stage.
It doesn't seem like you're burdened at all, and I thought that was the point.
It takes a lot of time to make it look like I don't care.
Okay.
So we went to Asheville, and you may remember from, we had a great time, the two of us. You may remember last year, if you happen to be a
long-time listener,
a student of my Instagram. In 2020, I'm not going to use the term follower for any of my social media. I'm just going to use the term student. And so I got a belt with my name on it last year.
This is what we're talking about. Yeah, okay.
And
I remember that belt.
Jesse and I.
You've been wearing that belt all year.
Every single day. With few exceptions, I wore that belt with my name on it. It hit me about November of last year. You know what? I should do a belt again this year. And then it was just like, I should do a belt every year. A belt every year should be my new thing. Do you know anybody else who does that? I saw some.
I probably do, but they don't think it's worth sharing.
I saw what they call some white space in the belt every year, area.
So, okay.
So I thought I was going to go down to Olvera Street where that's where the guy made my belt last year.
Here in LA, not Asheville.
But I failed to do that because of all the stuff we had to do and whatnot that I was anxious about that I didn't
Don't blame it on
do.
me.
And but there was a very fine leather shop. I would give them a shout out, but I already forgot the name.
Oh.
It's next to the Early Girl Eatery in Asheville, which is also a really good place to eat.
Good spot, yeah.
Yeah, Jenna knows about that. We ate there when we did the pilot for
Commercial Kings.
Well, a couple doors down from that is this leather place, and the dude has a large assortment of antique belt buckles, along with all the leathery that he will do. I don't know if that's a word. I didn't read many of the signs. But I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get a belt buckle this time. Not just a belt, I'm gonna get a belt with my name on it and a belt buckle. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, you'll have to wait if you're listening. But this is my new belt. That's my new belt buckle.
Oh.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Is a
Should I put the microphone up to it?
See if you want to hear what it sounds like. That's a wooden belt buckle with a desert scene on it.
Try not to show any skin. Tuck in your sweatshirt.
No,
Tuck in the sweatshirt.
No, that's good. That little happy trail. I'm going to take it off and show it. I'm going to let you examine it.
Hold on, this is
Turning into different countries.
This is bringing back flashbacks of my babysitter's husband when he come home from work.
So this is a little bit.
He would just come home from work and take off his belt.
This is a little bit different.
Paul Taylor, custom sandals and belts.
Paul's tailored custom sandals and belts sounds about right.
Custom sandals?
And belts.
So now you may remember.
Can I describe what I've seen because they're frustrating?
Yeah.
Okay, what Rhett has taken off from his waist
is a belt.
Is a warm belt. Matter of fact, it's hot to the touch on the back of the buckle.
Yeah.
It's a metal buckle.
I've been thinking real hard.
And it's got wood in there, I think. Or that could be jasper. I think it's wood.
It's wood, man.
There's a saguaro cactus.
I went to the wood section.
There is a freaking setting sun over the Monument Valley-esque desert formation. It's a desert scene on an oval belt buckle. On a leather belt.
And let me tell you about the design on the belt. I can't remember the name of what this is, but I think it's called tooling. Now, last year it was really haphazard and he did it really quick. This guy had to mail me this belt because he was like, it's going to take me, I can't finish this today. Because this is like this thing, they like roll it through this thing and it's got it's sort of this cactus theme. But then when you get to the middle, let's check out what I did there.
It seems that Rhett has commissioned the writing of something.
It's hard to see because it's in Old English. But what does it say, Link?
Zorizo. Oh, no. Z-O-Rhett-Zo. 20? Oh.
Yeah.
20 Rhett 20.
That's right. I got a belt with the year and my name on it. And that is what I'm doing from here on out, ladies and gentlemen. And then my kids can fight over daddy's belt collection when I die.
So it says 20 Rhett 20.
I'm not going to give it to both of them.
What year is it? 20 Rhett 20.
In my will is going to say a fight to the death between my sons is how you determine who gets the belt collection.
So when you die, you want one of your sons to then also die.
And the
trying
son,
to get your belt collection.
The son that loses the fight is buried with me.
With no belt. There's so many belts, man. Just divide up the belts.
This, let me tell you right now, this belt got pricey real quick. The one in Alvera Street went $40.
I want to know.
For a custom belt.
I don't even care. I want to know how much you pay for it.
Well, you got the thing that gets it up there is the belt buckle. Did
he make that?
$79 for the belt buckle. But it's a custom. It's antique. He has these.
He found that from somewhere.
Some man wore this.
That's been on some other man's pubic area for a long time.
Well, just above it. A man who wore this has like driven cattle across expanses with Billy Crystal. You know what I'm saying? This is the real deal, man.
You don't know.
Well, I like to believe it.
To watch more Ear Biscuits, click on the playlist on the right.
To watch the previous episode of Ear Biscuits, click on the playlist to the left.
And don't forget to click on the circular icon to subscribe.
If you prefer to listen to this podcast, it's available on all your favorite podcast platforms. Thanks for being your mythical best.